Hey guys, what is up? It's your boy Novanity Reacts back again with another reaction of Death Note. I know it's been a bit since I did a reaction of Death Note. I believe it's been at least a couple weeks now since I did an episode of Death Note. I believe so. But needless to say, we're getting straight back into Death Note. I have a ton of episodes to cover in Death Note. It's gonna be extreme. I might actually change up the pacing of Death Note. I might actually drop in a couple 4 episodes within YouTube and stuff like that. I did say in the beginning I was going to do 3 episodes, but I think I might switch it off and do 4 to just speed it through for you all, because I was kind of absent during the week and everything like that. But today we're going to take a look at episodes 4, 5, and 6 today, so hopefully you guys enjoy my reactions and everything like that. We left off of Light and L both saying justice, so it's not much to say about what we've seen before. Let's just see where this episodes are going and everything like that. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how things evolve and vice versa. But anyway, if you guys like to see the full length, it'll be over my Patreon page, and link is down below in the description. And other than that, let's just get started, shall we?
This is Death Note, and a human picks it up. He can grant that human the eyes of a Shinigami. The price for having a Shinigami's eyes is half of that person's remaining lifespan. That's all it is.
Worst deal ever.
So,
being
will
honest.
it be like? Is it a team?
Can't picture Ryuk doing something so boring.
But you know what? I actually heard he was carrying 2 death notes. Seriously? Why would he need 2?
Beats me.
You guys wouldn't know what 2 is unless he literally just made that up. I don't know.
Well then, do we have a deal or not?
Ryuk, this deal is out of the question.
Guess he's smarter than we think. It's a pretty shady deal, I will say it for sure. Like, half of your lifespan?
My plan is to create an ideal new world free from evil and all criminals. And I intend to reign as a god in that world for a very long time. No, I wouldn't.
Some people might get mad at me, but staring at Ryuk long enough reminds me of a Digimon.
Anyway, I've done my part.
I'm sorry. I just had to say it.
He's not the slightest bit daunted.
Bruh, his
that I'm a
eyes
Shinigami.
are so far
He
apart.
doesn't suck up to me, and he seems to have no problem giving me a hard time. Without the eyes and the wings, you're already a worthy Shinigami. The
Ooh,
Shinigami realm is
interesting.
slowly rotting. We lead meaningless and empty lives, and the only reason we still take human lives is because we're afraid to die ourselves. The truth of the matter is that we no longer even know why we exist. In fact, I doubt there's any reason for our existence at all.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, compared to that, you're becoming a much more impressive Shinigami.
I got it.
Got what? What's this about?
I think I just figured out how to find the name of the guy who was following me today.
How you gonna do that?
Huh?
I'm gonna use the rules
How?
of the Death Note to my advantage. I already know that if I write down a cause of death, I've got 6 minutes and 40 seconds to record the conditions and exact time of death. First, I need to know.
But you have to see
how
their
far I
face,
can go
don't you?
In terms of specifying the details of death. This should be interesting.
Saying is they all died of heart attacks, but it wasn't quite that simple. Before one of them died, he drew a pentagram on the wall of his cell using his own blood. Another left a letter, but it doesn't seem to be a will or anything meaningful. And as for the third victim, he escaped from his cell and ran all the way to the staff bathrooms before he died.
What?
What is it, Watari?
3 more heart attack victims, but the circumstances of their deaths are different from what we've seen thus far.
What do you mean by different?
I'm sending you a copy of a letter as well as pictures taken at the scene.
Where is this man located, bro? A
It sounds
pentagram.
like
That's
he was
interesting. He
afraid
made a
Kira would
pentagram, though.
find him. It's believable that our victim might have been genuinely afraid and wrote this, but we know Kira can control the time of death. What if he can also determine the actions in the moments leading up to death? In which case...
Chief,
Interesting.
we can't release details of these men's deaths to the media.
What is he trying to achieve?
Trying to find out who's coming at him.
Look at this, Ryuk. I think we're in luck. The results of
shit.
yesterday's little test have already been downloaded onto my dad's computer. And these results are
If he
just
finds
as
out,
amazing.
it makes it clear that it's within the police, bro.
What do you mean by that?
One of them escaped and ran into the bathroom I had specified in the death note. Another one drew the same symbol I had drawn in the death note before he died. It was supposed to draw an exact picture of Elle's face on the prison wall. This also didn't happen. You can't draw someone you've never seen, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah?
With the last one, I tried something slightly different. I specified that he would write a note that read, "I know that Elle is suspicious of the Japanese police." To be honest, I actually expected this one to work, but it didn't end up happening. Which means, it's impossible to make someone write what they don't already know. Or, at the very least, it has to be the kind of thing that they could come up with on their own. Basically, even the death note can't do the impossible. But, as long as it's within the realistic limits of what that person might do, I can control them as much as I want before they die.
What the hell?
That's very clever.
So that's like, if you knew
what's all
someone,
this
you can
leading
literally
to?
write
What's
down
the
a whole
point?
chapter
These latest
for like a whole
reports
year
will no
before
doubt
leading
keep
to their
Elle and
death,
police guessing.
potentially.
Even as we speak, he's probably trying to
Well, I guess
decipher
not,
what clues
actually.
are left for him,
Well, I guess so, yeah.
especially that
Yeah, it
little
would
note,
work.
that absolutely meaningless dying message. Tried to rob a bank but was unsuccessful. He attacked a few people and then ran away empty-handed. That
Huh.
was him. It's kind of last minute. but
Fail.
I'm sure I can find someone.
Epic
I got a
fail.
few people in mind.
A few people? For what?
You'll see. Believe it or not, I'm actually a rather popular guy.
A date?
Yeah. It's a date no matter how you look at it. And I'm sure even my stalker will see it that way.
But this isn't just a date, is it? You said that you'd figured out a way to find your stalker's name. So tell me, what do you plan on doing?
Unless he like goes in the
You
building
see
or
what I wrote
something,
in the
maybe.
death note? I explained it in great detail.
No. Doing that would take all the fun out of it.
In that case, just be patient and watch what happens.
Kid, just a hardworking senior in high school. Chief Yagami's son. Light Yagami. No cause for suspicion.
Going out until entrance exams were over?
That was before I scored #1 on the national practice.
What kind of detective is this? You're gonna sit right behind them? What? You stupid. You mad stupid, bruh. He just saw your face. Like, he just saw the face. If he did not see the face, that's stupid.
Stay in your seats unless you want to die.
A bus jacking? You gotta be kidding me.
Everybody shut up! If anybody moves, I'm putting a bullet in their head. All right, driver. You listen to me.
Oh, I know what he's
you've
gonna
got the
do.
Space Land's office on you.
Okay.
Call 'em.
Okay.
Unless he's gonna get up and say his name. Maybe.
Tell 'em what's going on and
But
no
at the same
Tracy.
time, I feel like Light could have got away because this is the last day he was gonna stalk him.
Holding a gun to my head.
For that, I'll take care of it. It's okay. We don't have to pass notes back and forth. As long as we keep it down, he won't be able to hear our voices over the sound of the engine.
Do you have any proof that you're not his accomplice? Why should we trust you?
Accomplice?
Yes, I've read about this before. The first hijacker comes in like
Huh.
he's working alone. Meanwhile, a second one pretends to be a hostage and stays in the very back just in case something goes wrong.
Here's my proof. Take a look.
FBI? Let's see. We needed an outsider, so we got the FBI to investigate anyone connected to the Japanese police. His name is Ray Penber. Trust you. And I guess for the time being, I won't bother asking what an FBI agent is doing on the bus in the first place. Do you
Bro,
have a gun?
that's
Yeah,
suspicious,
So
bro.
if it comes
That's
down to
stupid
it,
if you
why
kill
not?
him now.
Smartass! You guys were planning something back here, weren't you?
Damn it. If he sees that note from before, he'll find out the Light was planning to jump him and take his gun away.
Plans for a date, huh? Stupid kid.
Gotcha.
Huh.
Who the hell are you? You in the very back. What do you think you're doing? Don't mess with me! How long have you been hiding back there?
Oh, I get it.
He touched him a piece of
That
the...
little note that Light
note, bro.
accidentally dropped was actually torn from the pages of the death note itself. Since he tricked this guy into touching the paper, he's the only other one on the bus who can see me. Use this hijacking as a way to get the guy following him to willingly give up his name.
It's not the bus! Let me off!
Damn. Yo, Light is on some other different shit, bro. Holy freak. The man's IQ is too strong. What the heck?
11:45 on the dot. Everything went just as I planned. To kill it. Terrified, he flees the bus. Immediately afterwards, at 11:45, he dies when struck by a car.
Damn. Wow. He literally wrote a whole story.
The Death Note never fails. You will be next, Ray Penber.
You literally don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. What the heck? He's like mad smart. I feel like that would be mad stupid for you to go kill the dude. I know he doesn't understand like the backstory with the dude and everything like that. He was literally gonna follow him today and mark him off the list and say, hey, he's good, he's Gucci. Captain's son is Gucci. He's not gonna hurt anyone. He's not Kira. Okay, we can move on to a different police officer's kid and stuff like that. The thing is that it's so weird. Like, you find out the name and everything, but you know the man's stalking you for a reason, right? And then, I don't know if he's going to do it the next day, or maybe he's just going to write out a story or something, possibly just like this character right here, and maybe like during like the week, he might execute himself or whatever, I don't know, but he shouldn't just outright just like murder the dude. You have to do it kind of like, I don't know, you just can't do that, okay? It'd be mad stupid if Light did that, because like, it leads straight to him again. Like, literally, you're just gonna put out a red carpet to yourself, you know what I mean? The part where he had the note and everything, that was mad smart. He is mad smart. The IQ on this man is above and beyond, like literally. But needless to say, hopefully you guys enjoyed my reaction. Let's get into the next episode, shall we?
You there?
Yeah?
Listen carefully. I came to Japan as part of a secret investigation, so the local police can't find out that I
understand. I promise I won't tell anyone that I met you, and of course, that includes my father. It's just another unfortunate accident.
So I wonder, did L put the FBI up to this? Or is it something different? I wonder.
hijacked, if you can believe it.
A bus jacking?
Some junkie robbed a bank 2 days ago, and I guess he wanted to try taking on a bus today. I didn't think this kind of thing happened here.
So you were already riding the bus when the hijacker got on?
Yeah. And in the end, the guy freaked out, jumped off the bus, and got hit by a car.
Did he die?
Yeah, probably.
Bus because you were investigating someone, right? And now you're telling me that this criminal is most likely dead. Doesn't that suggest that you...
That's enough. Look, darling, you and I know you used to be one of the best agents in the FBI. But now you're my fiancé, Naomi. We talked about this. You're not an agent anymore, so just leave it alone.
But...
She can still have an input, though.
You wouldn't get involved with the Kira case, and you wouldn't do anything dangerous. That's what you promised when we decided you'd come with me so I could meet your parents in Japan.
She was one of the best, but you don't take her advice.
Anyway, once we have a few kids running around, you'll probably be so busy you'll forget you were ever an agent. Your mind will be occupied with better things, too.
Oh. Another victim. This one left what appears to be a suicide note.
Please, send it to me.
Playing around with them.
Gods of Death.
Is he playing around with him, or is he actually trying to encode him information?
This place is crawling with humans. How are you gonna do it here?
Let's just say you're about to see the results of all the research and experiments I've been doing over the last few days. Turn around and you're dead. I am Kira. That's right. Don't turn around or put your hands in your pockets. I won't hesitate to kill you here.
It couldn't be.
I'm afraid I had no choice but to kill him. I figured if I didn't kill at least one person, you wouldn't believe me. Although that man has been repeatedly charged with sexual assault, he's managed to avoid conviction every time due to lack of evidence. He was a menace to society. He got what he deserved. I can only assume that Elle has already informed you of this. I can't kill someone who I haven't seen. I have to know their face.
Surprised he doesn't recognize his voice.
Just because he refused to cooperate.
But I guess this is like in a week time or something like that. It had to be.
How do you know about her?
You seem surprised. I've been investigating you. And if you don't do exactly as I say, she will die. Just take the transceiver out of the envelope, then put the earpiece in, and await my instructions. I want you to take the seat closest to the doors. If it's occupied, wait until it's free.
Extremely sus instructions. I don't know. Is he really gonna kill him? Maybe he's not, but at the same time, I don't know.
Even the slightest suspicion that you're not being honest, your girlfriend is as good as dead. How many FBI agents are currently in Japan? Speak quietly into the transceiver and don't make it obvious.
I believe it's 4 teams, 3 agents per team for a total of 12. What is the meaning of this? What is he after? Let's face it, he hasn't really left me any choice. Besides, it's not like he can kill them using just their names.
Next, take out your laptop and turn it on. Any minute now, your boss is going to send you a message with a file attachment. It contains the names and photos of all the FBI agents currently active in Japan.
But this is...
Now, one by one, you're going to look at each photo and then write that agent's name in the space provided. You're going to do this for each agent.
It doesn't make sense.
It seems like he's gonna kill him.
Already.
Like, how do you know that the email is gonna be sent?
Stay in your seat and ride the train for at least another 30 minutes. When you are absolutely certain that nobody will notice you leaving without the envelope, you can get off the train.
Are you?
Like Yagami.
Farewell, Ray Penber. Of heart attacks after
this man is on a different level, bro. This man is on a different shitty level, bro. What the fuck? I feel bad for the wife, though. That's one thing I feel bad for is their dynamic. Even though it was only for like 4 minutes or something like that, I feel bad for her, though. I genuinely do.
You have a call from the
but like, holy shit, this man's unstoppable.
It's me. I've got a report in front of me right now stating that all of our agents in Japan are dead.
Unbelievable that you would spy on us. The very people working with you on this case.
Hear that? Well, I knew all along we couldn't trust that guy.
More importantly, Kira killed those FBI agents, didn't he?
It's obvious he'll kill anyone who gets in his way, whether they're criminals or not.
So much for his sense of justice. He's a murderer.
There's a chance that Kira will actually try to kill anyone who comes after him. His crimes are ruthless and more frightening than anything we've seen. Many detectives have already quit.
Dad, you should quit too. I don't want you to die. What if he gets you?
That's right. Your life is so much more important than some job.
I can't. I could never forgive myself if I walked away from this.
I'm proud to be able to call you my father. And if anything should ever happen to you, I'm going to find Kira and make sure he gets executed.
Okay.
No doubt about it. I remember him because he told us to get down. But I don't really remember any of the other passengers.
I see. Well, thanks for talking with me anyway. I appreciate it.
Okay.
It's a bit of a long shot, but if what I'm thinking is right, Kira could have been one of the passengers on the bus that day. And if that is the case, then I know that he's close enough to use this bus route.
I don't see how you can expect us to work alongside you under those conditions.
Thing is this is a police force.
If all of us are going to
the other police guy is like,
and if you truly meant what you said about trusting
on a different duty, or like they literally quit.
The thought had already crossed my mind. After all, I did say that I trusted all of you.
show. Give me some explanations, bro.
There's only 6 of us.
I think it's the website I'm on or whatever. It didn't have subtitles,
what
bro.
makes this one so different?
I'm
the way
triggered.
He's been conducting things so far. Odds are he's going to send a stand-in or a proxy of some kind to meet us instead of coming himself. It's not like we'd ever know.
A proxy, huh? Well, it is possible.
He has already done that, though. I mean,
I'm staying in a suite at the Tato Hotel at the moment, but I'll be switching hotels every few days from this point on. I want you to think of these hotel rooms as the de facto headquarters of this investigation. If this arrangement is acceptable to all of you, then split into 2 groups and stagger your arrivals so you come 30 minutes apart. Please arrange it so you're all here at midnight.
If you ever managed to find out about these secret meetings, I'm sure you'd feel compelled to move in.
Wow.
That's what I'm counting on.
But the thing is, if he sees his face, he doesn't know his name, though.
Think carefully.
They call him L, but I think he needs the full name, right?
There are
I'm pretty sure.
endless possibilities. The real battle is only just beginning. L.
So first off, I feel extremely bad for that chick and everything like that. I feel like Light is going to have some trouble. Light's going to have some trouble. He got that FBI chick on his tail now, which arguably she was probably one of the best ones. That's what her significant other said. So probably one of the best agents and everything like that. And then on top of that, you freaking got L chasing after you. I think I said L or Light or whatever, vice versa. You guys understand what I said. If I said that incorrect, but you got L and FBI chick going after Light, and then you got the chief of polices and everything like that. I feel like you should just lay low, bro. I understand like he's trying to do justice for the world and everything like that, but if it was me and I was doing all that and then like getting a bunch of heat and everything like that, I would be like, you know what, I'm just gonna chill out, not do anything, you know, for like, I don't know, a couple months and not do anything, you know what I mean? That's just personally me. And then, you know, if you want to, a month later, just start it back up. But needless to say, I really enjoyed this episode. He finally is gonna reveal his face, but the thing is that even if Light gets in contact with L, let's say, it's not like he can, you know, off him because he needs his name, you know what I mean? So I mean, I guess he could look up information and stuff like that, but I don't think it's going to happen until probably the end of the series and stuff like that. But needless to say, let's just continue on to the very next episode.
Bang!
What the hell was that?
If I were Kira, you'd be dead, Mr. Soichiro Yagami, chief of the NPA. Kira needs a face and a name in order to commit murder. But I'm sure you've already figured that much out, haven't you? Turn off all your cell phones, handhelds, and any other communication devices and leave them on the table right there.
What do you think? We're going to be using our cell phones during this meeting to leak information?
It's all right. Bro, it's just a safety concern.
I realize he's been cautious from the very beginning, but I still can't tell if he trusts us or not.
This man is weird. Intelligent, but like mad weird. They're so amazed by him.
Excuse me, L?
That's a lot of sugar.
From now on, I'll have to ask that you stop calling me L. It's Ryuzaki now, just to be safe. He's childish, and he hates losing.
But how do you...
Just what do you mean?
Well, I'm also childish, and I hate to lose. That's how I know. He said we knew he was in the Kanto region. In defiance, he made sure his next victims came from within Japan, as if to say, and what are you going to do about it? He's met each of my challenges head-on, and he's never missed an opportunity to return the favor. Now, what do you think would happen if we tried to use media restrictions to hide criminals from someone like that? That's exactly how Kira thinks.
In any case, let's look at another way we can use the
media to draw him out.
Oh shit.
But how?
His feet is giant.
Something like this.
I like his hairstyle though. His hairstyle is good though.
Latest killings anger the international policing community. Nations agree to send 1,500 investigators to Japan. For Kira, this will be way beyond what he faced with the FBI. He'll see everyone as a potential threat. Psychologically, he'll start to feel cornered, and that will cause him to take some kind of drastic action. Using prison inmates, Kira conducts experiments manipulating his victims' actions before they die. In other words, during this window of only 5 days, Kira became aware of the FBI's presence and obviously felt threatened.
Huh? How come you're not using the Death Note today? You studying for those entrance exams?
Those are the least of my worries. Plus, it's a little late to start now.
He likes damn apples a lot. I wonder what happens if someone walks in the room holding an apple. They can't see him, but will they just see an apple be floating?
To the best of our knowledge, at least 23 individuals died of heart attacks. But these victims were different from Kira's previous targets. Not many people, so we'd be unable to tell the decoys from those who were actually used. In truth, he probably only needed a few. He waited 8 days so the FBI could investigate other suspects, which meant there'd be no timeline linking him to their deaths. I suspect Kira had to be one of the people being investigated by the FBI between the 14th and the 19th of December. In fact, I have no doubt.
I just wonder what's gonna happen when he knows it's his son, bro.
But there's no mistaking it.
Holy crap.
This man is L.
Before we go any further, I have to be absolutely sure that none of you are Kira, so I'll need to speak with each of you individually before you leave today.
Huh. What's the deal? He still doesn't trust us?
No, I think it's a fair request. Try to see it from his perspective. Kira's been getting information from our headquarters from the very beginning.
What? Does it have to be now?
Your father's been pulling overnighters with no change of clothes, so you're going to bring these to him.
But, Mom, I totally promised my friends that I'd go out with them today.
Why don't I go? I could use a break.
Thanks, Light. I owe you one next time. Mobile customer, you are trying.
Correct.
That's unusual for Dad. I wonder if he's in a meeting right now.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I can't help you. As I've told you already, there is no one at Task Force headquarters right now.
There's no one at headquarters? Dad's cell is turned off. What's going on?
Can't you contact them somehow? I have information relating to the Kira investigation.
The Kira investigation? Keys in. Can I leave them here?
Sure. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, Light.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What, you don't remember? You helped solve the insurance fraud murder investigation sometime last year. But hey, no one remembers the receptionist, do they?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm terrible with faces.
Trust me on this, ma'am. I'll be sure to give them your message as soon as I see them, I promise.
That's not good enough. I have to tell them in person.
Excuse me. My father is actually in charge of the Kira investigation. If you'd like, I could pass your message on to him. His cell phone is off at the moment, but I should be able to contact him soon. A number of FBI agents were just killed, and a lot of detectives have quit the case because they're afraid of Kira. I feel like I can trust her. You can almost see it in her eyes. She's a wise and careful person. You heard about what happened, and you must have figured out that the police had a leak of some kind.
She's probably not gonna say her name to you, bruh.
Through. Well, am I right?
Way too nice, bro.
But I have no problem letting
like,
you use my phone to
he looks so sussy right now.
You have to trust my father and I, which I hope won't be too
Sussy
difficult
baka.
for you.
Like, 100%.
Why is he so happy?
Thank you so much.
And I believe they enable him to somehow control his victims before they die.
So do I. It's odd that you say that, because that's exactly what I've been thinking. Kira's able to control their actions before he kills them, but there's more to it. If my analysis so far is correct, Kira can kill in a number of ways, not just with a heart attack.
She knows? Who is this woman?
Ooh.
I don't think anyone else knows this yet. But if the police are willing to consider it, I bet it would help them catch Kira. To explain it in person to someone from Task Force headquarters. Otherwise, I'm afraid they'll just write me off.
But wouldn't it be better if your friend spoke to them instead?
It probably would, but he's no longer alive. He was one of the 12 FBI agents who came to Japan to investigate Kira.
I'm sorry to hear that he passed away.
Stands out to me is that the hijacker died in an accident. In other words, it suggests that heart attacks aren't the only way Kira can kill people.
Okay, so the busjacker didn't die of a heart attack. And based on that, you're saying Kira has other ways of killing people?
Yes.
don't take this the wrong way, but I think that's a bit of a leap of faith.
He didn't mention any names or anything like that, but he told me one thing.
What did he say?
That he'd been put in a situation where he had to show his FBI ID to someone. The operation was undertaken secretly without the NPA's knowledge. He wasn't allowed to show his ID. I think whoever saw his ID that day is responsible for the deaths of all the agents.
Your testimony could be central to the case.
It could.
If what you're telling me is true, then it'll only be a matter of time before the police catch up with Kira. The person your fiancé showed his ID to on the bus that day, it had to be Kira.
That's right.
That was close. This woman, if she'd spoken to the police before I met her. But it seems there's a god on my side after all. And not just a god of death.
Nothing's gonna happen. Oh, okay. I thought something was gonna happen. I thought something was gonna happen. Something has to happen. Like, literally, something has to happen. Either it's like a fake name or something. I feel like it. You know what I mean? I feel like she wouldn't be so careless to give up a name, though. I wonder what is the Death Note. I know what the Death Note is, but I'm wondering about the rules. Like, it has to be a real name, right? It can't be a fake name. So you have to know the person's actual name, their face. That's all the rules, right? So if you know the person's actual name, you have to see their face, right? So let's say a nickname, right? So let's just say, I don't know, let's just say a person's name is Sean, and then you call him Shawnee. I don't know. You write down Shawnee, it ain't gonna work, right? You actually have to write down Sean. I'm guessing that's how that works. Either way, all three of these episodes were absolutely amazing. I actually enjoyed all of them. They're actually pretty fire. I am very excited to see what's happening with that chick. I feel bad for her. I kind of don't want her to die, like, being honest. I don't think she is gonna die. That was a lot of character development and story right there for a character to just die next episode, you know what I mean? Also, I feel like maybe he was behind her and writing something, maybe, and that's why he's so happy. He's like, yeah, I think you seen Kira, let's cross the street now. And then when he gets across the street and she's still alive, he's gonna be probably in shock, maybe, possibly, I don't know. Either way, guys, if you guys want to see the full length, will be down in my Patreon link down below. Then on top of it, make sure you guys leave me a like. Also leave a comment if you want to mention something that I missed, or vice versa, or explain to me better. Other than that, I'll see you guys later. Peace, bye.